what a difference a few days can make. Like, I'm so happy right now as a Liverpool fan because we've just beaten Marseille 3-0. A few days ago, we were complaining about drawing against Burnley 1-1 at home, which for me is still almost unforgivable because of how we've struggled to beat newly promoted teams at Anfield this season. But I can't complain too much. Beating Marseille 3-0 away is a good result. Like, let's not get it twisted. That is a good result. And today in the Champions League, we saw so many different things happen. Chelsea also won, Barcelona also won, and I mean, looking at the table now, there's quite a lot that could happen in the final game, which is next week. So there's a lot to look forward to, but I'm going to start with my own team, Liverpool. Ah, man, I'm just so happy to see a win. Like, what we've struggled with in the last game against Burnley was being clinical, and today we were more clinical, scoring 3 goals, which is quite impressive in my opinion because that's not an easy feat. But let's start with Szoboszlai's goal. Like, I think it's so crazy how in this day and age, like, there's still some teams who do not put a man to lie down behind the wall. Like, guys, it's 2026. We need to update. Well, I'm not complaining, Like, if you like, don't put somebody there. Like, I'm not complaining. It helped us today. And Soboslai, I think recently he's been a bit under the microscope. I think some people have been criticizing him a bit more. But, I mean, he has been Liverpool's best player this season. There's no doubt about it. Like, he has just been fantastic all season. So, him getting that goal was so good to me. Like, I was so happy to see that goal. And, like I said, brilliant free kick as well. He scored 4 in this Champions League season. Like, that is quite impressive. 7 games, 4 goals. I mean, I think he's probably going to end up having his most goals for Liverpool this season. So, fantastic to see. And Jeremy Frimpong, getting the second one, although it was not his goal, it was an own goal by the keeper. But you're starting to see the signs of what he could actually do for us. I think he's a lot better when he's attacking, not necessarily when he's defending. So, it was just nice to see him move forward and cause some trouble and, force the second goal. Like, that was probably going to go to one of the players on our side, but he ended up hitting the goalkeeper and it went back into the net. I mean, Salah was ready to pounce at the end of the day. So another good goal. Yes, we scored an earlier one in the first half, and unfortunately it was offside. Like, I could tell it was offside. So sometimes, like, I don't understand why some linesmen take forever to put their flag up, and he didn't actually put his flag up till there was a VAR check. So interesting one for me, but like I said, not complaining. And then Cody Gakpo came on. Now, I've said it a number of times that I've had a few problems with Gakpo. I feel like he's not dynamic enough. But when you put him in the right position and he has the time to take a shot, Gakpo actually has one of the best shots in this Liverpool team. Like, he's one of the best strikers of the ball when you look at it in terms of the whole team. You have a Szoboszlai who can be fantastic when striking the ball. You have Gakpo, you have Salah on his day, Ekitike as well, Isak when he's fit. So, like I said, I think Gakpo is one of those players who's in the top 5 for best strikers or strikers of the ball in the Liverpool team. But honestly, like, this was a very important result. The simple truth is, if Slot didn't get a result today, there will be even more pressure. Now, I'm not fully convinced yet. I'm happy to get a win. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I will never complain about a win. But I still think we need to see a bit more consistency. Yes, we're unbeaten, 13 games unbeaten, and apparently this is the longest streak for any team currently in the top 5 leagues in Europe. So, I mean, that's a good feat. But out of the 13 games unbeaten, we've drawn 6 and won 7. So it's like, okay, win 1, draw 1, win 1, draw 1. For a team like Liverpool, you want to be winning maybe 2 or 3 games in a row and maybe drawing 1. So I still think there's a lot to improve, but I can't complain when we're winning a game 3-0. So the next game is what's important. We face Karabag. Right now we're 4th on the table. So it puts us in a very good position. Facing Karabag at home, it should be a win, but stranger things have happened. We lost to PSV 4-1 at home. So anything can happen. Now, PSV just lost today to Newcastle. So I honestly think it's a good result. I really hope we can push and, just do the final of the game, just win the game, even if it's 1-0. I would like to see a more comprehensive win, but if it's 1-0, I'll take it. Let's just go straight to the round of 16 so we don't have to do playoffs, because it's really, really tight from like 3rd to maybe like 15th or something. Is really, really tight on the Champions League table. But let's talk about Chelsea now. Chelsea also just won a game. It was a 1-0 win. I mean, you probably look at it that they're playing against Pafos. It should be a comprehensive win, but it really wasn't. I think their keeper was quite good today. And Rosenior really changed some things. He changed the lineup a bit. He started Liam Delap over João Pedro, which is an interesting choice. But I do think it was a good result for them. It doesn't matter if it's 1-0, like, just win the game. And I think they're eighth now. So being eighth, it also still puts them in pole position to qualify as one of the top 8 teams. But like I said, it's really tight. Barcelona are just behind in ninth, and I think it's a 1 goal difference. So if Barcelona puts whoever they're playing next to the sword, then you can see goal difference taking Chelsea just out of it. And I think Barcelona have quite an easy game. I will check who it is that they're playing against, but altogether, I think for Chelsea, good results. Rosenior, yeah, there's still a lot to prove, but just win. That's the most important thing. Get the results, and then finally, after getting the results, start seeing a better performance from the Chelsea team in general. So I do think that it was a good game for them. Down there up to 8th, they're doing a lot better, and they are currently in an automatic spot for qualification. So they need to win their final game, and winning that final game could guarantee them a top 8 finish, which would be fantastic for them. But Barcelona, my second team, it's a complicated story. But in Spain, I support Barcelona. In England, I support Liverpool. But altogether, that was also another crazy game. I know we went behind and then we came back. Fermin, oh my goodness, Fermin Lopez, you are a football player. Like, I really love Fermin Lopez, guys. Like, I can't even begin to explain how good I think this guy is, because I think there are lots of times where you look at him, and if you're not really watching Barcelona all the time, you may not understand how good Fermin is, but he's such a fantastic striker of the ball as well, and he's quite creative. So it was great to see him get a brace today. I do think that Barcelona have a problem with defending, especially conceding right after scoring. Like, it's something that I think Barcelona need to work on. But altogether, I think it's a good result as well. 4-2. Lewandowski, unfortunately, with an own goal. The 2 goals that Barcelona conceded came from corners. So I still think that Barcelona, as good as they've been, as fantastic as they've been this season, winning a lot of games, they really need to work on the defense. But I know it's a philosophy thing where if you win 5-4, it's better than winning 1-0. And honestly, for the entertainment structure of a game, I would take that. I can't even lie to you. But Barcelona still need to win, and they need to win very well. They face Karabakh next. And it could be goal difference that will take them into the top 8. So it'll be very important for them to beat Karabakh and beat Karabakh very... No, not Karabakh. Is it Karabakh? It's not Karabakh. It is... Let me check quickly. Copenhagen, yeah. It'll be important for them to beat Copenhagen really well in this game. So let's see how things play out. But ultimately, there were some other results today. But as it is right now, the only team that's perfect is Arsenal, and they're bound to finish in the top 2. In fact, as long as they draw in the next game, then they'll finish first, and that's a fantastic result for them. Like, you have to say that Arsenal have been fantastic all season. They've been really good. They're the team to beat. Simple. Like, they're the best team in Europe right now. I don't like to say it, but it's the truth. Madrid, Bayern trying to play catch up. Bayern definitely, with a draw, they should still finish second. Madrid 6-1 yesterday, pushing them up to third. So ultimately, like, it's starting to look a bit tighter and a bit better in terms of the final top 8 push. So the only team that I think is in danger right now are Napoli. They're 25th, and they need to finish at least 24th to go to the next round or the playoffs. So ultimately, fantastic week of Champions League football. This is what we live for, and I can't wait to see what the knockout games look like. But there's a lot to play for on the final day next week on Wednesday, and all the games are at the same time. This is why I love football. This is why I love the Champions League. But that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.